Live from WTVO 17 and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
I have found that Officer Dominique McNeese was legally justified in the use of deadly force.
Legally justified. A Rockford police officer will not be charged for shooting a man after a chase through the city.
Making it work. After getting shut down for mitigation, local museums pivot to online classes to keep informing the community.
And expanding care. A local hospital's nearly ready to open a new mental health crisis center. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. The Rockford police officer who shot murder suspect Tyrus Jones in October will not face charges.
The Winnebago County State's attorney found Officer Dominic McNeese's use of force was justified. Marilyn Height-Ross cited U.S. Supreme Court rulings this afternoon that state officers may use deadly force when they feel threatened or a suspect is presumed to be a danger to them. Officer McNeese shot Jones 3 times after a police chase. Height-Ross says officers knew he was wanted for murder.
At the time that Officer McNeese discharged his weapon, he also was aware that suspect Tyrus Jones was also being investigated for a murder offense that had occurred on September 26, 2020. That, as you know, has subsequently resulted in an indictment being filed.
Jones is also charged with attempting to steal a car right before he was shot. The Jones family continues to request any police footage of the shooting be released.
Tyrus Jones was due in court this morning on charges unrelated to the murder. He never showed up. This year alone, he's been charged with several counts of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon and domestic battery. Jones was released from the Winnebago County Jail after posting $2 million bond on gun charges. He's due back in court December 29th on a bond forfeiture. An early morning apartment fire sends 3 people to the hospital. It started just after 3 this morning at a duplex on South Oak Street in Freeport. Investigators say heavy smoke and fire damage extends through the first and second floors. It caused roughly $45,000 in damage. The 3 victims were taken to the hospital for evaluation. Fire investigators are still looking into a cause. The Red Cross is helping impacted families.
State health officials report 125 additional deaths as a result of COVID-19. That includes 7 state line residents, 4 from Stevenson County, 1 from Whiteside, and 2 patients from Winnebago County. The state death toll now inching toward 12,000. Meanwhile, over 9,000 confirmed cases bring the Illinois case total to over 674,000. RPS 205 teachers want to have a say in how they teach students amid the coronavirus pandemic. Tonight, the Rockford Education Association will ask the school board to give members a choice on teaching from their classrooms or from home while classes go remote. Teachers say other districts in the state line have been given the option. Many educators are hesitant to return to buildings after a COVID-19 outbreak at Spring Creek Elementary School.
We know that there is upwards more than 12 people now, teachers especially, who have been positive at that building. And, anybody with common sense can understand that they would be very wary of going back into that building.
As of Friday, RPS 205 says they have 41 COVID cases between students and staff.
Statewide, Tier 3 mitigations shut down casinos and gaming parlors and museums.
Michelle Rave talked with Rockford Museums about how they're adapting to the order.
We want people to be able to explore. Despite the fact that our physical doors are closed, our virtual doors are still open.
It's a virtual door several local museums have had to open since new COVID mitigations forced museums statewide to close.
Our learning never stops, so we're really excited to be able to open Burpee Without Walls. Our Burpee Without Walls program allows people to explore the museum through 3D virtual reality tours.
But the challenge presented Burpee Museum and Discovery Center an opportunity to amp up their online presence.
Families can certainly look at our website and our YouTube channel because we've got a variety of at-home science activities that they can do with their kids. Or kids can do by themselves.
Both offer free online programs for children.
We can do science shows, we can do astronomy shows, so lots of things that, again, you can still have some fun learning going on. And so that kind of also, I think, makes it easy for teachers to provide some extra programming to kids that's fun and interactive.
We offer Scout badges online. We offer homeschool classes and enrichment classes online. And it's been a complete shift in the way we offer our programming, but it's been a really fun collaborative effort.
While this isn't ideal, they're making the most of it.
And museums traditionally have operating hours, and if we can open our doors 24/7, it allows the kid who's doing a project at 8 p.m. to be able to go and see a real dinosaur, read the signs, and learn and use us as a source for that project.
And like many industries, they're working together to get through these trying times.
We've been collaborating with other local institutions and also institutions that are in other states to learn about ways that we can help in the face of this pandemic.
Reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Michelle Rave.
Frontline workers at OSF St. Anthony Medical Center eat lunch on the city of Rockford. Nurses, doctors, and other hospital employees spotted the Olivo Taco food truck pull up this afternoon. Mayor Tom McNamara arranged for the meals. The OSF staff says they appreciate the community's support during what's been a difficult time.
It means a lot, man. I mean, honestly, we've been going through a lot of hard times right now. We really appreciate everybody's support. You know, we're beyond thankful for everything that anybody has done for us.
The food truck will stop by the two other Forest City health systems later this week.
In a time when many people are feeling stress and fear, one state line hospital is expanding care.
They're opening a new crisis center. Ari Bruckman got a preview today.
FHM Memorial Hospital is adding on. The VIA's Crisis Stabilization Center will serve as a special unit to help people facing a substance abuse or behavioral crisis. The building is set to open in early December. Assistant Vice President for Behavioral Health Services Gabriel Gonzalez says, with the second wave of COVID-19 underway, the timing couldn't be better.
We see patients with more depression. We see patients with increased anxieties. We see patients with increased challenges accessing their psychiatrist or challenging accessing a therapist, because even though there is a number of therapies available, there still is the safety that needs to be taken care of.
Coming up at 6, find out how the project was designed to make more patients feel at home. For your home team, I'm Ari Bruckman.
This week marks the unofficial start to the Christmas shopping season.
One of the state of Illinois top gifts can be found right here in the state line. Rockford-based Fire Department Coffee is on this year's Illinois-made holiday gift guide. The caffeine company is made up of local firefighters and veterans. A portion of the proceeds are donated to injured first responders. Find the gift guide link using the My State Line app.
Thanksgiving came early for some people in Rockford. Molina Healthcare hosted a drive-through giveaway this morning. 350 bags filled with potatoes, stuffing, gravy, turkey, and more were handed out. It was a socially distanced event. Food packages were placed in participants' trunks. Organizers say they're happy to help offset holiday costs for struggling families.
It's really to just be a blessing to our community, to give back. So many of us are blessed, so to be in a position to be able to give to our community is a great thing.
Volunteers also delivered food to senior citizens and to families without a way of getting to the event.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
Well, the snow we had from early this morning was quick to move out and transition over to more drizzle, and now we've got some steady rain coming down this evening. A live look with our Mercy House SkyTrack camera out in Rockford. You see the lens really kind of filled with those raindrops as the rain has picked up a little more in intensity as we pull in more moisture here from the southwest. So it is going to be a rather rainy evening, and those showers, they'll continue for the next few hours before tapering off once we get to about 10, 11 o'clock this evening. Where we've got the rain coming down, it is a little bit more steady here back off towards Carroll County, working in towards just north of Polo. Had some steadier rainfall now across the Rockford area down through Winnebago, Pecatonica, and then a little bit up closer towards Durand and Lake Somerset. These showers, they will continue, adding up to close to an inch of rain in some spots by the time this is all said and done from what we get today and what we're going to see tomorrow. Now, as far as the snow snow was concerned. Really fell within that forecast range, anywhere from 1 up to 2.5 to even 3 inches of snow. But whatever snow came down has quickly melted away now that our temperatures are above the freezing mark and the rain continues to come down. Numbers now for us in the 40s, from 40 degrees in Freeport, 43 in Rockford, 40 in Belvedere. But when you factor in that southeasterly breeze, it puts that wind chill factor in the 30s. So it is a little bit chilly out there. Temperatures for us tonight will actually stay fairly steady. Our weather watcher Bob in Rockford checking in with 41, had 1.5 inches of snow. Mike in Foreston, or just north of Foreston now. Rain coming down, 39, 2.6 inches of snow and about 0.4 of an inch of rain so far. So we're going to add on to that. Now we've had some fog through this afternoon, but now that we've got a little more steady rain and the wind is picking up, not quite as dense of fog as what we had maybe just a couple hours ago. But as the rain lightens up and our winds lighten up tonight, we're going to see that fog settle back in, and it could become dense by tomorrow morning. We've got an area of low pressure down in just north here of the panhandle of Oklahoma. This is going to work in towards Missouri and then into Illinois by tomorrow afternoon. As it does, it's going to continue to feed that moisture and actually a little bit more warmth, which is why our temperatures are going to stay in the low 40s tonight. So you don't have to worry about any slick spots for the commute tomorrow, but you've got drizzle and that dense fog tomorrow morning. So here we go with futurecast. We've got the steady rain that continues. It does begin to lighten up, though, once we head closer to the midnight hour. Fog, cloud cover, and drizzle likely for tomorrow morning. We get a steady band of rain that moves in as that low pressure system comes closer to us. As we get towards the noon hour, that moves out by tomorrow evening. We've still got the cloud cover and the fog heading into Thursday morning. So Thanksgiving morning is going to start off a little more on the cloudy and possibly foggy side, but we'll see a bit more sunshine as we go into the afternoon, and things will stay fairly uneventful as we head towards the weekend. All right, I did this because I think a lot of people are going to be cooking at home, and it's their first time cooking a turkey, right? I hope your oven doesn't look like this and your kitchen doesn't fill with smoke. You don't have to worry, though, about anything weather-wise. Just watch the oven. Morning temperatures in the 30s, clouds, a little breezy, and then we stay in those low 40s as we head towards Thanksgiving. So for tonight, we're 42 degrees, rather mild, but again, with that wind, it's going to feel a little bit cooler out there. Fog tomorrow morning, not a lot of wiggle room in that temperature. 48 for tomorrow afternoon. 50 on Thursday, 47 on Friday, 49 Saturday. Saturday looks good. Sunday gets windy, guys, later in the day. Strong cold front comes in and really drops those temperatures. Highs in the 30s as we head into early next week.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Leber.
The Toronto Raptors made it official today. Fred VanVleet has signed his new contract. It's a 4-year deal worth $85 million, but don't expect it to change who Fred VanVleet is.
I'm really happy and blessed to be in this position.
The Rockford guy who wasn't heavily recruited coming out of Auburn High School, the guy who wasn't taken in the NBA draft, now has a contract that validates everything he ever believed about himself, that he can achieve anything that he sets his mind to.
This is just another step in the journey for me. It's really just the beginning of the next chapter, and this is kind of, for me at least, closing a chapter on what has transpired up until this point. And now, I feel like I'm on a level playing field, and I've made it. I got both feet inside the door.
VanVleet said he had a feeling he'd wind up re-signing with the Raptors, the team that showed as much faith in him as he showed in himself.
I always felt like I'd be back. We had some interest from other teams, but it just nothing ever really panned out. Kind of made it, a little bit better in that regard. It wasn't as stressful.
VanVleet says the new contract won't change the way he plays. He'll still push himself to be the best player he can be. And he says the contract won't change his lifestyle.
I've done everything that I've ever wanted to do pretty much. So it's not like I'm getting all this money and I have to go live an extravagant life and try to do all of these things that I've never been able to do before. I'm good.
But what the contract will allow VanVleet to do is relax and have peace of mind knowing his family has security.
This is a generational thing. This is for my family, and this is for the future of our families, and that's just kind of where I'm looking at it.
VanVleet says he has some individual goals set, but he's keeping those private. His biggest goal is to win another championship.
First warning interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and more. Pretty steady with the rain. That'll continue here for this evening. Scattered showers tomorrow, but dry, a little cloudy for Thanksgiving.
All right, not too bad. Thanks, Candice.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.